Hello everyone, welcome to Pharmaist. I post videos on pharmacy related subjects explained in a very simple and easy way. If you'll find my video useful for your studies, don't forget to like and share my video and subscribe to my channel. So today I'll discuss about e-prescribing as well as e-discharge system. Well, I will discuss and talk about the introduction, definition, objectives, advantages and disadvantages of the system. So without wasting time, let's start. Before starting, one thing which I want to mention, that this is the English explanation video of this topic, e-prescribing and discharge system. If you want to understand this in Hindi, I will add the link for the Hindi explanation video also. And for notes, if you all want the notes of this particular video, I am adding the link of the blog account from where you can go and check for the notes. So there you will get the note, and from where you can get the note and the word version of this particular topic. So without wasting time, let's start. So first of all, talking about the introduction to e-prescribing system. As the name suggests, e means electronic and prescribing means, you all know, the prescription which is written by the doctor or any medical practitioner. So generally it is such type of prescribing system which is not written manually, it is not written it is not handwritten, it is written or typed electronically, and uh, it is also sent to the your pharmacy from doctor's chamber or from the medical practitioner. It goes directly to the particular pharmacy, to the pharmacist, by electronic software system. So let's see in the introduction what is written, and there it is written that a medical prescription, it is a medical prescription which is given by a physician or qualified health care practitioner generally to purchase a prescribed drug from a pharmacist. But in recent times, the computer based medical prescription known as electronic prescription or e-prescription, that is ERX, are used. So in recent times, means in various advanced hospitals generally, now the traditional manual prescription system, which actually on traditional basis, generally medical practitioners are writing the prescription, and the and the patient or any uh, particular person along with the patient, that is patient's belonging, generally carry that prescription to the nearby pharmacy, and then from that pharmacy they buy the medicine. That is the traditional normal way. But in advanced system or in advanced hospitals, the belonging of the patient do not need to carry the prescription, or the patient himself do not need to carry the prescription to the pharmacy. And what is the advanced method then? That is, directly there is software which is handled by either hospital or by a community of a general medical practitioner. Along with that, various pharmacy form a community. That is, a doctor will suggest some medicines to particular patient, and that medicines will be available within few of the pharmacies nearby, in nearby areas. And what will be the benefit here is that a same software system will be there with the community pharmacies as well as with the medical practitioner or the doctor itself, doctor himself. Then what will happen, that in this software system, actually there will be provision to type the prescription. That is, the doctor either himself or his assistant or any compounder along with the doctor, or nurse along with the doctor, will fill the prescription in the e-prescribing software system. And then, like we send mail, you know how we send mail, write and send the mail, like that, in a simple way, this electronically written prescription will be mailed, either will be mailed to the pharmacist's mail ID, or this e-prescribing system will, if there is same software system with the pharmacy as well as with the general physician, then what will the general physician do? That is, with that software system only there will be a provision of sending messages. So the particular the particular physician will send the prescription to generally one or two generally one or two of the community pharmacy. That is like you want to send message to someone from your phone, like that in the e-prescription system you can just fill the prescription, and simply by a single click you can select some of the pharmacies from your list. And then means like there are like a format of prescription. There is already a prepared format, like you fill the Google form. Have you seen filling Google forms? So like that only in the e-prescribing system also there is like a form. The prescription is like a form and you just have to fill all the details. And generally like in simple hospitals there are records of patient. In this e-prescribing system there are records also. That is, if you will select a name, it will suggest some names which are already previously saved in their history, in the history of the e-prescribing software system. So you can, if the patient is new, you have to enter the new name. If the patient is patient have already visited beforewards also, then you can just select the suggested name from the previous history, and then you can select its disease condition, or you can just fill it by typing. And when you feel like filling a form like that, simply when you fill the prescription, there are provision to send messages like sending the prescription to the pharmacy. So while you will send the prescription, your e-prescribing software system basically will show you options. Like obviously there is not just one pharmacy which is connected with the physician. There will be 10, 12, or it can be much more also, which will together form a community, so that if some medicine is not present in particular pharmacy, then that medicine can be made available from any other pharmacy. That is why there are a community of doctor as well as pharmacies in a sufficient huge number. You can say 10, 12 at least. So from that 10, 12, you can select, that is you means the physician or the medical practitioner can select either two, not just one. There are always requirement to select. There is always requirement in the software that you have to select either of the two. At least you have to select two pharmacies, because in case if one of the pharmacy do not contain all the medicine, do not have all the medicine, then the second pharmacy, meanwhile the second pharmacy will be ready with all other medicines which is not present in the prior pharmacy. So what will happen, that the physician will send, like sending a message, he will send this typed prescription to the selected, means you will get the option. From that option you will select any two of the pharmacy, and you will send the software system actually will send automatically the prescription to that particular pharmacy. And from there the particular then what will happen, that the advantage is that they will keep all the medicines ready. Meanwhile the patient will just reach, he will get the packed medicines. Okay, so when the patient will reach there, the medicines will be readily packed by the pharmacy, and then the pharmacist will quickly dispense the prepared and packed medicines to the patient. Quickly he will dispense, so they don't have to wait in the pharmacy. This is the advantage. As well as there is also I will talk about the advantages. I am simply introducing you. So one of the advantages that there is also provision that there will be less risk of you can say that there will be no risk of prescription abuse, that is duplicacy of prescription, because the prescription is directly sent by the physician to the pharmacist. Not that a patient can make a fake prescription and go and present it to get any medicine. So this is it. So now that is why in recent times electronic prescription systems are being used, by which electronically we can transmit a new prescription, or you can even renew. Renewal means you can refill the prescription or renew. Renew means if like you think that the same patient is coming, you just want to change some of the medicines, and because the disease condition is same, just due to some other type of symptoms or recovery rate, you want to change the power of the medicines or any particular medicines. So you can renew the prescription, the same prescription, because you will get the data or history of the previously filled prescription where you can make changes simply. So this is it, and you can simply mail or send through your e-prescribing system to the community pharmacies, as I already explained you this. Now talking about the definition. So simply what is e-prescription system or e-prescribing system? It is a technology that allows the physician or any other medical practitioner to write and send the prescription to participating, that is community pharmacies, electronically instead of handwritten prescription or any faxed prescription or calling prescription. There is also provisions for calling prescription, but that is not the correct way, because in calling process, maybe that you are pronouncing the word in another way and the pharmacist getting in another way. There can be confusion of the words or the names of the names of the medicines. And the fax, it is not a fax process because it is electronically, it is a mail type of system, and it is obviously not a handwritten system, so it is e-prescription system. Now talking about the various objective, what is the purpose of preparing e-prescription system? So in ideal e-prescribing system, there should be provision that patient identification. Patient identification means generally a complete patient identification, then generally a complete active medication list access to patient history data. Means your e-prescription system should have the ability to identify the patient, that is it should store the history of the patient, so that when you enter the condition or name or any of the few details of particular patient, if it is already saved in the history, the prescription system should, your e-prescription software system should quickly identify the patient and should present the whole active medication list of that particular patient. That is, by identifying the patient's name, the prescribing system or your software system should have the ability that it should show what are the active medication list, that is what recent medications are being given to the patient, if any, or what medication have been given previously to that particular patient. And likewise you can get the history or the history data of the particular patient. And it should also, this software system should also provide provision for prescribing or adding new medication. That is, if you want to make changes into a prescription, previously filled prescription, you can do it, and select the pharmacy where you want to send the prescription, where the doctor want to send, where the doctor feels that that particular pharmacy will contain almost all of the medicines. Then the software system should also have provision to view details of the medication, remove a medicine from active medication list, change doses, so that you can make changes. So the prescribing system should also allow changes, means any type of modifications can be done, that type of provision should be there in the e-prescribing system. Then printing prescription means also, if you have typed the prescription, you want to give a copy of that e-prescription to your physician, the software system should also provide provision for printing option. That is, there should be printing option for the written or the filled prescription system. And then electronically transmit prescription to a pharmacy. So the software system should provide messaging or mailing system by which you can electronically or directly from the software system you can send your e-prescription or electronic prescription to the pharmacy, and then showing availability of lower cost therapeutically similar alternative. It is beneficial. The last objective is beneficial or required mainly for the pharmacy. It is not for the doctor. This objective is for the pharmacy, that while the prescription is received in the pharmacy, the pharmacist can go through the, obviously he will go through this e-prescription once, so that he can check any type of error or any type of mistake in the prescription. He have to obviously check whether it is electronic, but he should check. It is his duty, a pharmacist's duty, to check the prescription. So for just the point of the financial point, if there are any lower cost option of any particular medicine, so obviously he should give that lower cost medicine instead of the higher cost costlier medicine. So there should be provision in this software system, that this software system shows you the alternative, the lower cost alternative of any medicine, so that the pharmacist can compare the lower cost one with the costlier. If he finds suitable that lower cost is equivalently giving the same effect, then he can prefer or change the medication and provide that lower cost one, that is, he can give the alternative one. So these are the few objectives. Now talking about the advantages, so the various advantages are, it should reduce prescribing and dispensing errors. It reduces actually. So while handwritten prescription, there are many various chances of mistakes in the prescription, so that will be reduced. And already, and also the pharmacist, many times if the pharmacist is new in the profession and dispensing profession, then there are many times there are chances that he reads the medicine's name in a wrong way, and there are chances that he is dispensing the wrong medicine. But this is not practically not practically happening. The pharmacist has that ability that he is able to read that doctor's handwriting, but yet there are chances that he may read the wrong name of the drug. So that will not happen in this e-prescription system, because it is typed one, so typed names are clearly visible. Then decreasing the work required to execute a prescription. Obviously writing something in a detail is much time taking than typing or selecting from the options, because in e-prescription you can just select from the, there will be options of the medication name. You can just select. If the patient has already visited the doctor previous also, though the software system will show you the name, so that will make your work in a short way. In a short time your prescription will be ready. Speed receipt of prescribed drug, obviously, which I told previous only. Meanwhile the patient is going from the doctor to the pharmacy, within that time, within that hour or within that minute, the pharmacist will obviously receive the prescription in just a few seconds, and he will prepare the already get the medicine and prepare it or pack it. And when the pharmacist, meanwhile the pharmacist reaches, the prescription will be filled, will be ready, and just the patient will go to the pharmacy and just receive his medication. So that will make speed receipt of the prescribed drug. Then avoid more adverse drug interactions and reactions. Obviously there are provisions in the e-prescription system generally, that there are already there are already data stored in this e-prescription system, that if a doctor has mistakenly given any medicine, any two of the medicine which are incompatible with each other or can produce adverse effect with each other, or in particular disease condition, if any medicine has been given which can cause adverse effect in that disease condition, that can also be cured, because the e-prescription system will show any type of signals any type of warning signals related to this type of contraindication or adverse effect and so on. So like in that case, the physician or the pharmacist, if not physician then the pharmacist, will surely check and make the required changes. Now, reduce the incidence of drug abuse by duplication of prescription, which already I told you all, that since the prescription is directly sent to the pharmacist by the physician itself, sorry, physician himself, that is why the patient can't make any misuse of the prescription, or he can't make a duplicate prescription and present it to the pharmacist. Now talking about disadvantages. Disadvantages are, there are major three disadvantages. First of all is regarding software design issues. Since it depends on the software designer or the company or the pharmacy itself, or the community pharmacy members, that which type of softwares they are using for this e-prescription system. So if you go for a costlier one, a good one, a costlier one, obviously it will provide good properties, good display, good interface and all. But if you will go for a cheap one, so there will be some demerits, like there can be poor screening that is not clearly visible, or that can make auto correction. There can be chances that the medicine name is changing by its own, auto correction is going on. And due to poor visibility also, there can be chances that we want to select particular medicine's name, but the screen is not clearly visible, poor screen design. That is why mistakenly we have selected the other medicine. We want to change, we want to like select A, we have selected the B one, because the screen is not properly visible. Also, since it is a network and software electric system, so due to network issues, if the network is down, so at that time there can be chances that patient have to wait for a long duration until the network comes, or in that case simply the traditional way have to be used, that is printing the e-prescription system, then the patient will carry it to the pharmacy. So the way will be that only, that is time taking process. So this is the issues, that is the poor screening or poor designing can be a reason for mistake in selection of the drug. And then the network issues, that due to the network issues or slow network, the time for sending the mail, maybe patient has left from the from the physician's chamber and he has reached to the pharmacy, yet the software, due to poor network, the software has not yet dispensed, or sorry, not yet sent the mail, or the mail have not yet received to the pharmacy. So what the patient can do, he have to wait there, and that will be time taking one. So this is the disadvantage. Then cost disadvantages, obviously it is, since it is a software based system, it is not affordable by each and every pharmacy until there are a huge financial background by, obviously doctor is financially strong, but along with doctor, the community pharmacist, that is the participating pharmacists, should also have a strong financial background, that then only they can afford for this software system. A small chain pharmacy can never afford this maintenance of such costly softwares, because you go for any cheap softwares also for this e-prescription, yet it is not that cheap or not that less amounts software that easily everyone can afford it. So that is one another disadvantage, that is cost ineffective actually. And then there is clarification of inaccuracies, generally because this is e-prescription system, the electronically the prescription is being sent to the pharmacist. obviously it is the duty of the pharmacist that he should once check if there is any error, any mistake, or any inaccuracies. But what physicians do, what pharmacists do is that when you get anything in shortcut, you want more shortcut, you want more uh, benefits, or you want to be more lazy. So this is the reason of this clarification of inaccuracies. He just dispenses whatever is written because he thinks that this is printed one, electronic one, so where can be the mistake. But due to this avoidance, there can be chances that maybe this e-prescription system contains some inaccuracies or some contraindications which has been remained unseen by the physician also and by the pharmacist too. And due to that, the patient has received some type of wrong medication or wrong combination. So this can be avoided by if a pharmacist be responsible regarding once checking the e-prescription tool. So now talking about e-discharge system. So e-prescription system was about prescribing and sending the medicine by the medical practitioner to the pharmacy through the e-prescribing software system. Now talking about e-discharge system. So it is regarding hospital only. You all know that when a patient is discharged from a hospital, he gets a discharge summary which can be either handwritten, like similar to the prescription, it can be handwritten also, and it can be prepared electronically also. So generally a simple if you go for simple electric discharge system, then in that what is happening, that the simple one is that instead of handwritten, that will be typed. So it is not the typed discharge system, not electrically typed discharge system. It is actually e-discharge system, means where the discharge paper is being made automatically by the software of discharge system. So here, why it is being made, the purpose is here that the paper based discharge system are often found illegal, incomplete, or is received too late for the information to be considered clinically useful. So generally what is the reason is, first of all, the paper based one, that is either typed or handwritten, takes time. There are some illegality, that is false reports being generated, false things are written. Maybe the patient has died already, but it is written that he has died just now. Because it is handwritten, any changes can be made according to that. So illegality or incomplete informations are added, that is some informations are missing or taking time and so on, due to which a patient suffers, that is they do not get the clinical reports in time, that is during discharging. But by this electronic discharge system, it can address the known deficiencies and improve the continuation of care, communication, and accuracy of data in discharge summary. So by e-discharge system, what can be done, that whatever treatment has been gone through during the patient was admitted in the hospital, all are being saved by the software system, all are already being saved by the software system. That is, there are histories regarding what type of test being conducted to the patient, whatever medications was given, what type of care was given. So all this history, all this record actually of that patient, admitted patient, will help to prepare that e-discharge system. Because in this e-discharge software system, generally this software is connected to the record history of the patient, which is who is admitted actually, and at the end, when just we want to make the summary, all the related informations will be automatically added, all the informations will be automatically added, and automatically it will prepare the summary. Just the doctor or the receptionist or any person in charge will just go through, will just observe once the discharge paper that all is okay, and then he can just simply print and hand it over to the patient or patient's belonging. So this e-discharge system eliminates possible sources of error that may result when scanning or faxing paper-based discharge summaries. So there will be no errors, because as I told, it generally takes the information automatically from the already available data or reports of the patient who was admitted. So risk of patient safety during discharge is reduced, and generally it is required when vital information is not transferred quickly to the doctor and to the patient. So there is a risk if during discharge, because it is not necessary that after patient is discharged from the hospital he is okay. Like for a heart patient, after a heart surgery, it is not that the patient do not require any type of care. So it is a must must thing that the discharge papers should be up to dated, should be proper. Excuse me. And thus it is necessary that all the relevant, all the important informations are added to it, so that the doctor who is taking care of that particular patient can go through the report, discharge report, and according to that he can take care of that patient or can suggest further simple treatments which can be done when the patient is in his home, not in the hospital. So now we come to the end, that is the definition. So e-discharge summary system is a way that enables hospital to safely transfer the information using coded data, which is transferred also to the doctor's IT system also. That is, if the doctor who is taking care of that patient is connected or is a community member of that particular hospital where the patient was admitted, then the hospital will make this e-discharge summary ready, and automatically this e-discharge system will be sent to, like prescription, this e-discharge system will be sent by mail or sent automatically to the system of the doctor's mail or doctor's IT system also. So where the patient's discharge from hospital care will ensure all the relevant informations on diagnosis, medications and allergies about the patient is shared with general doctor in order to improve the quality and consistency of care. That is, so that when the relevant information will be received to the patient also and to his general doctor also, so the doctor can more in a more better way can take care and suggest further treatments for that particular patient. So you can see an image of the e-discharge system. This is a simple example how this e-discharge systems are being prepared, and for the summarization that how e-discharge summaries actually look. So it is simply a written type of paper only. Just the difference is that it is not filled manually, it is filled automatically based on the patient's report when the patient was admitted in the hospital, and when it is given when the patient is discharged. At the end, when the patient is discharged from the hospital, at that time this summary is given. So thanks to all of you. Next we'll discuss on the barcode medication administration system. For more videos, and go and check my channel. Hope that you have found my video useful. If yes, then don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.